All right, we are live.
Right on.
So, hello, how are you doing? Thanks for joining me again. Give us a couple of seconds and mute the YouTube video when it comes up. There we go. All right, so what do you want to start with? You want to start with the figures? You want to start with sharing what's in the boxes?
Unpacking, just
All right, so what do you want to start with? You want to start Okay.
I was having some issues there.
I heard it. Yeah, I was like, oh, hold on.
Sorry. Do we have anybody in here yet?
In the chat, I don't know. It said there was one person watching. Oh, there's two watching now. Yeah, I don't know. I'm watching the StreamYard because that's real time for us. The YouTube will be on like about a 20 to 30 second.
Oh, okay. So I'll just use the.
Yeah.
Turn the YouTube down. There we go.
But yeah, any comments they post should show up on the StreamYard page. So yeah, I just realized we're the two watching.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
So yeah, thanks for watching, guys.
Right on.
But no, I had a friend in my Lego group that wanted to join. I don't know if he's going to pop up or not. I sent him the link earlier. We'll see.
Well, we can talk about something non MotU for a moment.
All right.
Sometimes. So I picked up one of these this week because I think I'm going to use it to do customs. This is the Game of Thrones.
Oh, yeah, I got one of those.
Have you built it?
I have not. Brian was telling me if I wanted to do the Dark Battle Bones, there was some pieces in there that we needed.
Oh.
So he suggested picking one up. I found one on clearance. Had my eyes on a few others, but they never dropped the price down to where I was going to pick them up.
I figure I can use one of the guys in here to do a King Randor. I can use the Jon Snow.
Yeah, there's some nice figures in there. So there's a lot of nice parts too.
Cersei could probably be the queen, and the Night King could probably be modded to be what's Icer.
Okay.
So that's why I picked that up, and I figured it's just more weapons too. You know.
Yeah.
I wonder what piece it is that he's using for the Dark Battle Bones.
I don't know. It was like some small. He gave me a printout. You got to look at the Battle Bones instructions and then try to find all those pieces in like blacks and grays. And that had a few of them in there. So he was suggesting, like, if you find this set for cheap, grab it. And I think I've got one on the shelf that's not open. I think I opened another one and sold the figures. So I probably have the pieces sitting in my tub for that Battle Bones build. And then it takes two of those Drogon dragons also. So
did you drop the link in both the MotU groups?
I did, and then the national fan page. So
I know some guys over there at Scareclow's house. We could drop it over there.
Yeah, you're welcome to. I've not heard of Scareclow's. While you're doing that, I'm gonna open my box.
Right on.
I'm pretty sure it's the Skulls case.
I'm pretty sure that's what I have over here too.
Yeah. Well, good. That means you got a copy then.
Yeah. Let's see if I can find your link to copy.
Do you want me to share it again in the?
I just found it here.
Okay.
I'm just gonna.
Yeah, supposedly I got 2 battle rams in the mail somewhere too.
From Entertainment?
One for entertainment and one from Amazon. So here, for everyone that has not found the skulls yet, hit me up. That's cool. So what's the Scareglow's house?
Those guys are pretty sweet. They those guys and gals. Let me be clear. They're big time toy collectors. Most of them are Masters of the Universe collectors.
All right.
And they're really into like customs of stuff. And so they do all kinds of fundraising for like Toys for Tots and stuff, and trades, and they do giveaways and all kinds of cool stuff. And they do a power hour where I think it's every Tuesday, where if you get on and you have, I think, like a minute or two to talk to the group, and then it goes to the next person's live, and then everyone who participated gets into a big giveaway. It's a cool group, very active group.
That sounds good. I'm gonna look at that. It's a Facebook. I'll look that up.
Watch. They tend to jump right onto stuff too. So let's see if we get. I just posted.
Cool. So what else do you get? What's in the other boxes?
Well, this one came from my mom. She was out haunting her local Walmart.
Yeah.
And she called me. She says, "Is it okay if I cut the package to send it to you?" And I said, "Yeah, no problem. I'm just going to rip into it." So she got me one of those flocked panthers.
Oh, nice.
So that's my first flocked. And now I have another Skeletor.
Have you guys found it? So have you not seen the flocked out there where you are?
They started showing up right about the time that she said she was going to send this to me.
Oh, okay.
So, but now this one's special. Yeah, they weren't anywhere for quite a while. And then I've gotten a couple packs of these, but she saw one and picked it up for me. I kind of like it because I'm building a Beastman army.
Okay, cool.
That's that double pack. Have you gotten this one?
I have got that one. Yeah.
The weapons are pretty sweet in this pack.
Yeah, I think I got 2. I got because they went on clearance for $5 around me a while back. So I know I've got one hanging on my wall, and then I know I've got one that I opened. And
I think it was one of the groups that we're in. Somebody pointed out that this is the best way to get the scythe for Scareglow.
Oh, okay.
Because it's the most realistic.
There he is. Hey, Brian.
Hey, sorry.
Oh, that is the nice. Yeah, that's a nice.
So like that's that. If there's one piece that comes in this pack that's worth getting this pack, it's that, so that you can upgrade your Scareglow to have a realistic looking weapon.
Yeah. Was the other one green or something?
I think so.
But green was what he came with. The original He-Man figures. It hasn't always been a green weapon for him.
Maybe. Still, I mean, a lot of them are crazy colors. So.
I mean, it'll make me
I don't
see.
know if I still have I don't have very many original MotU, but I do have a Scareglow. He's not in the best shape.
Oh, nice.
He needs an arm. So maybe out there has an arm for me. It's the left arm.
Did he lose the peg too? What's going on there?
Yeah, it's cracked.
Crazy.
But look, he has that see-through feature that everybody's looking for.
It does.
It's just my green screen.
Yeah.
That's funny.
What's going on with you, Brian?
Not too much. Just building here. Still working on Grayskull. Hey Rob, do you have any man-at-arms?
Yeah, I have the one that came of Castle Grayskull.
Yeah.
And the one and one other.
You have Battle Bones, right? So is that the
Oh, that's where I got my other Battle Bones.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, but I'm looking.
I think he'll come. I think either he or Palace Guards will be released again at some point.
Yeah, wouldn't that make sense? Because they know people want to build armies, and you're going to buy a bunch of figures.
Yeah, I think they will. So I don't know whether or not you want to play the long game and let them make it, but it's up to you. I think they'll come out.
Yeah, I'm keeping my eyes out there, but I'm not jumping on $20 figures. There's got to be another one coming.
Yeah, there's too many places in Canada that have, cases of these things just shelf warming.
Yeah.
I keep seeing pictures in our Facebook groups where, we're lucky to get a case where I live, and they've got 20 on the shelf, places in Canada, and they're on clearance for a Canadian dollar a piece.
Yeah. Was it better for either of you with the Mossman Prince Adam case? Were they easier to find back then?
I think that one was a little more available than the.
Because it was pretty wide up here. I'd say every Walmart had a minimum of 2 cases total, and some might have had, 4 through the whole run. Like, we had a lot up here, but it definitely was more mellow for the, the Stinkor Fisto case.
Yeah, the series. What was the series? Was it series 3 that the first Faker came out?
Yeah, and the old numbering system.
Yeah, that one, like Walmart around me never saw it. I actually happened to find those at a grocery store.
Was that Kroger or Fred Meyer?
Yeah, Kroger, JC, that line.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I'll just take everything they have on the shelf.
Yeah. Been there.
Yep.
Yeah. Let me find. Let's see here.
Yeah, for some reason here in the part of California I'm in, the stuff just isn't coming out like it should be. In fact, I played a little bit with Brick. What's it called?
Brickseek.
Brickseek.
Yeah.
Found multiple Walmarts that were supposed to have the Skeletor schools.
Yeah.
Told me they had at least 6. Some of them said they had more than that. And every one of the Walmarts I went to, nothing. Like, just.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder. I went to one today. So in the last 2 days, all my Walmarts clicked over, and all are supposed to have 6 now. But one of them had tags up like they were doing inventory. And sometimes when they're doing inventory, they won't put out new stuff. So I don't know. Maybe that's
they gone through the reset because all the Walmarts are going through a toy section reset also. Which may come after it.
Maybe it's taken a while. I don't know.
Actually,
if you remember the fall, it was a slow rollout for Rotan and Point and Dread and the figures. A lot of people were waiting a long time for those to show up. So maybe it's just another slow season.
Could be.
Probably. Everything's slow. You don't know what they distribute and what they decide.
Yeah, we'll see. Although I've noticed there's a pattern with my Walmarts where It's not rock solid, but Tuesdays and Fridays seem to be the toy department restock day. And since I found nothing this weekend, I'll just probably roll back on Tuesday, and hopefully that's better.
Okay, I got to get into this box. I waited for you.
All right.
This is a game show? What's in the
Who's
box?
that?
Yeah, we both got boxes. So I got one from.
Let me
You
kill
found
my
these
box
yet,
for a
Brian?
second.
I don't have a box ready. I got a battle ram I could open.
Well, have you found the skulls, Brian?
No, that's what I was just talking about. They weren't. They were supposedly in, but not on the shelf. And Walmart doesn't know anything. They're like, we think they were stolen. I'm like, they weren't stolen. They're brand new. They literally have no idea where their inventory is. So,
No,
Yeah,
they don't. I mean, it can be in the back. It can still be on the truck. It can be on the cart they're pushing around.
Okay, that feels good.
there we go. Was that Entertainment Earth?
Yeah, man, and I would save so much money if I just waited and bought them as 3-packs instead of buying the case.
Yeah,
Did
maybe.
you see the price difference?
No, what was
Yeah.
it?
It was so a case was $60. It was $59.99 or something like that. But they were selling the 3-packs after they came out for $15.99 or something like that.
Wait, for all three?
Yeah, let me go check that real quick.
That can't be right. If you selling at a half price.
It wasn't half.
Well, yeah, I don't know. They might have a deal. Some people were paying crazy prices, like $25 a skull. I'm like, that's too much, man.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Yeah. I'm gonna share something here. It's not a box.
All right.
Where is this? Screen. Come on.
Yeah, I posted something about it on one of the groups when I came across it because I figured there's people out there looking.
All right.
Hmm.
So I found this Lego part. Let me see here. I got to scroll down. Yeah, there it is.
Oh yeah.
This is part of the Lego flower bouquet, which is a crazy set, and I think it might be the only source in the world for these parts, but they're basically teeth or fangs or spikes.
Actually,
And
Brian, I don't think that is the piece from the bouquet. That looks like.
No, it is. It's yeah. I mean, it might be a darker green, but I know it's the piece. I've matched up the instructions. So let me see here. Just copy the item number here.
Here's the price they're going for: $19.99
For 3?
for 3, and it says restocking soon. Add to cart.
Is that
Oh,
Entertainment
yeah.
Earth or the
Yep.
brick place?
Entertainment Earth. So if you bought a case, it cost you $60, but if you bought 3, it cost you $20.
Well, they cost $10 each anyway, so it's a good deal.
It's $5 less, right?
Yeah, that's a pretty good deal. How much was the shipping? Like $10 or so?
I don't recall.
That might be where they get you, but Entertainment Earth will.
No, if it's an item that's in stock,
Yeah,
then it's free shipping if you order $49 or more.
I was gonna say, yeah, you hit a certain amount, they'll ship for free. That's how I got mine for free. Is I pre-ordered the skulls and the battle ram, and then I bought some Matchbox cars which were in stock, and they got me the free shipping on all 3, even though the other 2 were back ordered.
So I've got the part here that I was talking about. I don't know if this is. I gotta figure out how this works better. Anyway,
That's a
Boy, I
cool
need a-
part. That part
It
actually
is.
would work for something that I'm looking for right now.
yeah, and I've got it matched up with that kind of weird trapezoid part. Gosh, I gotta figure out a better deal here. Maybe you can see that there. And this is a mock or whatever. Custom skull that I did for a smaller gray skull, which is probably closer to the mega size.
Mhm.
And I don't have the best setup for it to go on here, but I think that's probably a pretty good scale for adding a fang to gray skull.
Ooh.
So I'd recommend it. Even if you don't use it for a fang, they're cool parts.
And how is that
So,
attached? Is it got stud?
Oh,
Any studs on the back, or is it one of those ball joint things?
it's a Technique axle.
Okay.
I don't think this thing can. We do that. Yeah.
Yep.
Maybe. Yeah. So it's the kind of plus symbol axle shape. In here, I've just got it. Yeah, I get the worst setup here. But I've just got a 1x1 brick with the axle hole, and that plugs up into a bunch of bricks behind this kind of whatever this shape is. This is a wonderful shape. That's the mega piece up here.
Right.
That's part of the fang of the mega gray skull setup. And it does wobble around, which is a little weird. But there's a whole lot of ways to plug it in. I had a friend of mine, a Lego friend, working on this, and she's got a bunch of solutions. So it'll go in there somehow. I'll try and provide a real solution later too.
So you know what I think I could use that piece for? I've been trying to figure this one out, and I was just going to carve it out of foam, but maybe some pieces like that and some other pieces would help. I'm glad you just shared that. Let me show you what I've been trying to recreate. Share my screen here. So in the old MotU cartoon, the spikes that they always have like in the background.
Yeah, I know what you mean, man.
These ones,
they could work for
that
that.
piece could be used for that.
Yep, I know. There aren't a lot of really great solutions for those spikes. I've thought about them a lot, but this might be one. I think this comes in black too. Let me look. It doesn't. It's got like 5 colors total, and just it's magic that one of them is what Lego calls sand green. Oh yeah, there's a bunch in black and dark gray. And in between people making Lego flowers, this is like they use it as a leaf, just coming off a stem in the bouquet set.
Mm-hmm.
But this was, I think, Bionicle originally. It's like a weird, like mechanical claw piece for some kind of mech build. But I think those sand green ones are going to get hard to get pretty quickly here. But yeah, black ones, there's that, and dark gray, there's plenty. Pretty affordable. Have you used Brick? So there's Brick Seek and there's Brick Link.
No, I haven't. Is Brick Link like you can actually order individual bricks?
Yep. Yep. You can order always order as many as you want. Some dealers have minimum buys like $10 or 20, or some are 5 and some are 0. Like just depends on the vendor. But yeah, so it's bricklink.com. It takes a little getting used to, but
what's that piece called?
The words Hero Blade are in there. I'll share it again here.
Yeah, it's a Hero Factory. And Brian, I thought that was the wrong piece because I'm looking at a picture of it now. I was looking at the wrong.
Oh, I see. Hero Factory weapon.
Yeah. I was looking at the larger pieces.
I don't remember what Hero Factory was. so I don't even know.
Um,
I just swear I see a lot of Bionicle sets with it. So yeah,
that's basically what they were, is Bionicle.
yeah, and then all the Lego parts have part numbers, so it's 1, 5, 3, 6, 2, and that pulls up the basic listing. But it's a cool part. I haven't even thought about the other colors yet. I'll have to get some of those too. Dang it. All right.
Yeah, that was so that was 2 different pieces they were using in that. Let me see. I don't know why it won't let me share my own screen.
It's kind of weird. I had to bounce through some settings to figure it out.
Yeah, I think it's the application tab is the one that seems to give the best options.
Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that to me. Oh. Cool.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying though, Rob. Those those spikes are so.
You've been thinking about it too, huh?
Yeah, I've got that the Monster High build I had last week. I got tiny spikes. Like the Drogon set has. Actually, they're the same as some of the Grayskull teeth, I think. Or no, they're the same as some of the Battle Bones teeth. So they're not big enough. I mean, the one you showed, they're like what, 3 to 6 feet tall or something like, or long in some cases. Is that the tail piece?
This is a sand green Lego dinosaur tail piece.
Yeah, I got that one too. That's kind of a possibility.
Yeah, and then they come in. I got them in white also. So
yeah, I think black too. There's they're trickier, like how you mount them and get them to work, because a lot of those, like that picture Rob showed, somehow there's just spikes growing out of everywhere in each journey. Like they're
right.
Like they're just plants, and they look cool. I love them. But making the shape of how they all mount out and sprout out at crazy angles is tricky.
Yeah, because if you use all the same piece, you're not going to get the variation that you need to make it look organic.
Yeah, well, it's possible you might if you get enough cool angles, but then that's the tricky part. So.
Because those spikes are so MotU. Like,
I know.
The cartoon always had those spikes. If you're anywhere near Skeletor or like near Snake Mountain, any of the lands around it or the swamps, the spikes were present.
Can you show that picture again?
Sure.
Here's the one I was talking about, Brian. I thought you were talking about these larger green pieces on the top.
Oh.
That's why I was like, I don't know if that's the right part. Those are huge.
No. But those, if you look in the background, there's those other green pieces. I don't know if what you're saying. The one going off to the right corner and almost the top left corner,
Yeah.
Those are sand green, and I'm getting some of those too. They're more like, I've seen them. There's a Disney castle build where somebody used them as like columns.
Yeah, exactly.
Those are 16 studs long. They're big pieces.
Yeah, I mean they're going to go from the top of the door down to the floor.
Right. Yeah, I'm hoping to work those in too, but I have to get them first and play around with them.
Right.
Here, I'll bring that image up.
See, I like how it I can see what you'd like to share, and then I add it. Where mine goes instantly to the screen.
See, that's cool.
Hmm.
That you have that control.
Oh yeah, they're watching the big deal. That's like a Jetsons TV or something.
Yeah. Like, where'd they get a TV from? Hold on.
Yeah, that's one thing, especially if you find shots of Man-at-Arms workshop. I love the way his workshop looks. Actually, Skeletor's got like a parking garage where he parks that skull ship I want to make, and it looks so cool.
Right.
I mean, it's corny and cool at the same time, actually.
I don't know. Brian, did you ever work on your like the crystal cave underneath the gray skull yet? You got that far?
No, I've got those formations that I made. I could grab those if you want, but I haven't done the cave yet. Yeah.
I haven't even opened.
The hero,
didn't even
the
open
Halo
yet.
blade thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good deal. We're talking about the Halo energy sword thing.
Oh, I don't know anything about it.
Oh, actually, yeah, I got the instructions because where is it?
I got one closed.
Yeah, I do. So that's sort of like a weird. I mean, isn't it kind of like a lightsaber? I don't know a whole lot about Halo, but it's an energy blade, and it's maybe like that blade is at least 2 feet long in person.
Yeah.
There's a lot of parts there. And I'll grab the pieces, but I was inspired by the 2002 series where there's a big crazy energy cavern underneath Grayskull, which kind of is where the power blasts through there.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see here.
I remember that.
And I gotta get it. So you guys can take a look at, where is it? I got Jabba's sail barge up here. Alright, 1 second.
Which sail barge is that?
That's the big, huge, crowd-funded Hasbro one.
I was gonna say, was that big? Yeah, that big one they want to pre-order.
Yep. Yeah, he's a big one.
I don't think I've ever seen anybody actually do a review on one of those yet.
Everyone's got it.
Talking about them was pre-order, but then never heard anything else.
I'm sure there's plenty on YouTube.
That's a beast.
I know it is.
It is. It's pretty penny too.
I know it's worth it to get him when the pre-order. I ordered Unicron too, and he's on eBay. He's at least 3 times the price. He hasn't even shown up yet.
Oh, you got that huge Unicron?
He's coming, but they don't ship until almost April.
This is on my Snake Mountain. There's a backside to it, and this is my control panel that I made out of a cell phone.
Oh, nice.
And it animates, and I use the original.
That's cool.
Because it's the same thing. I totally dig the Skeletor. And this is my
That's cool.
Oh, that's where he's building Faker.
So did you?
I took a Terminator 2 photo and superimposed it with the Faker.
That's cool.
Oh, that's nice.
Right.
Oh, where'd Rob go?
All right. So these are my crystal formation things that I built out of the energy sword.
There we go.
Those look cool. They're I remember that episode, like when they actually show like the power coming through.
Yeah, when he goes down and becomes He-Man for the first time, they go way down, and it reminded me of the Phantom Menace because it's a huge chamber with all the plasma energy in it and whatever, and there's multi-levels to it. But yeah, they go way down in there, and that's where she gives him the sword, and he transforms. So we'll see. I like the idea of putting it under there, but these things are probably like 16 studs tall as it is, or bricks. And then that's a whole nother level just to make the whole structure that much bigger. So we'll see. I don't know. He's got a Wind Raider.
Think about trying to make a double wide.
Get some of those 6x6 plates out. That's part of my secret.
So, I mean, is the trick to use 2 complete sets, or you just go ahead and put the custom plate in there?
Yeah, you do need 2 sets because the
I'm going to be watching this video over and over and over again this week and building one.
I can't tell them what to do it all off of memory, but the
So you said a 6x6?
Yeah, 6x6. You got to make. Mine is my I don't know, preference, I guess, is that if you're seating or putting a figure in any space, it needs at least 3 studs of width.
Yeah.
You can mash it into 2, but that's tough. Like 3 is a better space for fitting them in there. So I've got them with at least 6 studs of width to fit 2 figures side by side. I'll have to. I gotta get on that. Well, I've got so many parts organizing bins that I've got bins that are basically stuck with projects I haven't finished. So I could get the organizers back if I finish that job. Okay.
Yeah, that's me. I've got so many halfway done projects.
Brian, if you were to use the crystals, was your idea to actually make it part of the build, or would you have it be like its own display, like say like on shelves?
I'd like it to be a build and actually be a space underneath Grayskull.
Mm-hmm.
But it'd just be tough. I mean, it would make the whole thing a lot bigger. I mean, and then I don't know. It's literally just a basement with some crystal formations, which you'd almost
you'd
have
be talking
to
about a gray school that's like the size of you.
6 feet tall. Yeah, and it's tricky too. I've got ideas about making the bone, the kind of bone walkway that goes up to it in front.
Mm-hmm.
But then if you're doing that, you need that on a level that's workable. And if you start raising it up because you put a crystal basement in there, then
everything just raised.
Yeah. So I don't know. The bone thing is so cool. That bone walkway is so cool, and I want the bridge to connect to it.
Because if you had a display space, say you had a double shelf type display space for your setup, you could have your gray school, and your bone walkway and everything else that might be on the ground level of Eternia. And then you could do a subterranean, below. You could do like the Demon Zone, or you could do the crystals down there.
Yeah, I've thought about it. It's tricky too, because my idea for the Grayskull is to have, I want everything that was inside the Filmation Grayskull, and I wish I had the picture ready to go. I've got it on paper. Someone at Filmation did this diagram of, whoa, I'm trying to hold that in the right spot.
Oh, is it like a cutaway?
Yeah. So there's kind of that circular walkway thing in the back. There's the big skull throne that Sorceress fits in or sits in. I could probably find the image somewhere. I've got it saved. And it's got underneath here is all this detailed descriptions, and there's letters here, and there's descriptions. It notes which each thing is. So they had a whole thing here, and there's the one thing where He-Man has that weird friend that's his best friend that shows up, and Skeletor clones him and sends him into Grayskull, and says like, "Hey, do whatever you want to. You're my friend." And he gets into the basement and finds this weird statue that ends up destroying him. But I'm tempted to do that thing too, but it's a lot of stuff. So, and I guess what I'm trying to say is if I do this, my thought is to have like maybe all the outer walls are similar to the Mega build. I mean, it's not the same, but basically have the outer walls and then have an inner rectangular structure that they line up with. And whether or not, I don't know, how that looks, you want to be able to look at it and enjoy it too,
Here, I found that diagram.
Did you?
Yep, it's ready for share screen.
Cool. Yeah.
Oh, I see. That's cool.
This would be pretty structurally sound too.
Yeah. I plan those weird things there, those spiky pillars that are around inside there. Those I think are supposed to be the elders
because they have faces.
I know, but they just look like weird plant people, and they're not that cool. So the other one
includes Walkway of the Elders.
Yeah, it's got a name there for it. They had a plan.
Gee.
There's another thing that a recent artist did where he amalgamated all these different. Wow, I didn't see that thing. You found it all, man. I've never seen the palace. That thing looks like the Eternian Convention Center, man.
I know. I've been thinking about adding some shapes like these to the top of my castle.
Yeah.
Just to do a little throwback to these shapes.
Nice.
Yeah. I really want a Man-at-Arms workshop, and he's got like this bat cave that the Wind Raiders fly out of. I think that would be a cool setup. I don't know how much. I don't know. I just rebuild the Eternia in my office here and sell all my other toys because I give my life away to this.
It'll take up a lot of room.
This would be an epic build.
It would. Well, Grayskull is going to be pretty insane anyway, so I don't know how I'm going to do it all. So let me find that other Grayskull.
This diagram of where the sorcerer sits, it reminds me of Mumrar's chamber that he changes from the mummy into.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Thundercats. I can't remember the name of the card.
I like that throne. My plan is to have that throne and not have the golden throne that's up, based on the vintage toy.
Mm-hmm.
Because I love that thing.
I remember as a kid just looking at Castle Grayskull. I never had one, but like looking at the box and looking at friends that had them and stuff, and just feeling like the toy had so much story behind it.
Yeah.
You know, when I got into MotU, I had never seen the cartoon. My only source of lore would have been a couple of the commercials and the little comic books that came with them.
Really?
Yeah, that's interesting to me. I've heard a couple of podcasts where they talk about that. Like, I just assume I collected all the way through Hordak and, you know, the evil horde. I know some guys are like, yeah, I saw those, but you know, I was in high school and I moved on. So some people just never quite bought that stuff or cared about it. And then I knew some guys, they loved the toys, but they thought, and the cartoon was pretty corny, you know. It was. So that some people just kind of hated the cartoon. So, you know, those guys don't care.
Yeah, I remember trying to figure out, because I had like a lot of figures that were like hand-me-down figures from other kids and cousins and stuff, so I didn't have comic books to go with them. And I remember trying to figure out like I was confused about Tila because I think on her packaging it said something about her being a sorceress.
Yeah, and she's got the snake helmet thing, and yeah, that's tricky.
And then not quite understanding like the sorceress and what was it, Zor, the bird?
Yeah.
But what that relationship was, like there's a lot of confusion for. I just made it up, you know.
Yeah.
I definitely, when I played with them as a kid, I would just make it up as I went.
Hey, is it still got my video up, or is it showing this Grayskull image?
It's showing it's just showing all three of us. There you go. Oh yeah.
There it is. It took a little while.
Sorry, I didn't realize. I was watching, only looking at parts.
That's all right.
So that's a modern version. That's almost like from the.
Yeah, it looks kind of like the classics one.
But you can see the crystals.
Yeah, they decided to put that in there, and if you look, there's a lot of really cool stuff. I mean, so Rob, have you absorbed most of the show since you were a kid? If you didn't watch that much when you were a kid?
I would say I've gotten through at least 1/3 of them.
Okay.
I continue to be kind of surprised by little things when I watch them.
Yeah.
In my head, Skeletor was a completely different character than the way in which they portrayed him on the show.
Really?
Yeah, my Skeletor was pretty wicked.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I laugh a lot about the Filmation Skeletor because he's basically such a bitch. He's always ripping on everybody. He's calling He-Man like a musclehead, and I don't know. He's just funny.
You know what figure I'm looking forward to if they do come out with that list of figures that they're supposedly developing is Webster.
Yeah,
I remember having the original one with the little hook that you pulled on the backpack.
Yeah, yeah, and I really love too. I think the prototype they put the little extra arms coming out of his back.
Oh, from the 20 series, yeah.
Yeah, I like that. That's an upgrade I'll take. So anyway,
there's a YouTube channel that shows episodes of He-Man about once a week. Sometimes they kind of jumps around, and so I've been like, anytime they pop on, I like subscribe to it, so I'll just watch them. That way, I'm slowly getting through them.
Mm-hmm.
I think I have them all on my hard drive.
Well, fun to watch. Have you been through each series or just the originals?
I've been through the entire 2000 series. And then on the originals, I've just kind of jumped around in them. I think I've taken care of at least season 1 in the originals.
Yeah, it's weird. It's not exactly chronological. And it was just insane. They did like 65 episodes a year back then to keep up with, a syndicated time slot. Just weird. Like somehow they get like, okay, we'll produce this. Make 65 episodes. Like, just feels so strange based on how shows are run today.
That's how a lot of the animation always looked the same. It was the same picture of him running.
Yeah.
Episode,
Yeah, I know. I was kind of running around.
I think around 3rd or 4th grade, we ended up in an apartment that had cable TV, and I remember watching it on like Cartoon Network or something like that. Not Cartoon Network, USA.
Oh
Yeah, it was
the Cartoon
had
Express.
a couple of networks.
I don't know if you guys remember that or not. The Cartoon Express.
I remember that.
And what was weird about USA is I don't think they would purchase like all the cartoons in the series. Like I think they'd only purchase a percent of them because they'd be running the same ones over and over and over and over.
Yeah. Yeah, it's probably true.
They used to do the same thing with like Star Trek episodes. Like there's all these great Star Trek episodes, but they'd only have like 13 that you ever saw.
Right. Yeah, that's just such a weird thing how they did that. They did it with so many series where there's the idea of something being comprehensive was like, whatever. Who just wants to watch everything?
Netflix, like, we know who.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
So which school do you think I should crack open and build first?
I don't know.
I think I'm
personally
crap jaw.
I know. That's what I was gonna say. I mean, it's the most interesting, basically. Having a fight with my equipment here.
I think I'm gonna take the 2 guns and put them on my castle.
Oh yeah, definitely do that.
You put one on each tower?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or I might actually put them on my Eternia tower. My Kit Bash one.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what to do. Go ahead.
Sorry. Do either of you guys, did you like or have any history with the Eternia playset?
Oh, you mean the one with the little tram that goes around?
Yeah, basically the Thundercats base. It doesn't really. That came out later for me. It was too late. So
I remember looking in the JCPenney's catalog or Sears catalog and seeing that and scratching my head and going, "What is this?"
Yeah, the craziest part is it appears in one of the mini comics, and in the comic it literally says, like, this thing just appeared in Eternia recently. It just popped out of nowhere, and that's how they explained it.
It just showed up, huh?
Yep, just in time for the toy launch.
And it kind of became a unicorn for collectors.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I mean, I'm not dumb. If someone was selling one for cheap, I'd go buy it. But then I'd probably just sell it because it doesn't mean a lot to me. Except for that, what we looked at last week, the person who made the Gray Skull Tower from it. Well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'd like a mega version of that, but I guess I'm getting to. I don't need an Eternia mega playset for the most part.
I'd be fine with building a tram between Snake Mountain and Castle Gray School or something like that, just to be a nod to it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, if you got time and the parts.
But to actually build one, you guys saw the one that is it Blake posted? He did like a movie trailer this week.
Yeah, I might have missed that.
Oh, did you miss? Let me go see if I can find it.
There's so many posts lately.
I like the trams he's got going around.
I'm kind of surprised about. There's so many people who are still getting Castle Grayskull in the Mega line that it's cool. But hey, Rob, did you see that thing about the Mattel store out there in LA?
I saw the post you put that, or one of you guys. Was it you? It was Brian,
Yeah, it was
wasn't
me.
it?
Yeah.
I had no idea it was out there.
Yeah, I never heard of it either. I mean, apparently it's real. I mean, because it looks like he bought a multi-bot, like classics version there, apparently. So, man, I would go if it was near me.
I'm at the other end of the state, so it's going to take a special trip.
Oh, are you? I thought you were closer. They were near there. Where are you at?
I'm in the Sacramento area, which is northern.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yep, there you go. Whoops.
But I don't know. It might be worth a trip just to check it out.
Yeah, or give them a call and see what they got in stock. Maybe they've got Battle Bones laying around or something.
That'd be cool.
Probably not. I think that guy would have posted it. But
yeah, I saw somebody posted something about ordering the He-Man Origins Castle Grayskull that's going to be released soon.
Yeah,
reminded me to pre-order that, so I got that in the other day.
Are you buying all those figures?
I've picked up every one I've found. I haven't seen Wave 2 of the figures, but I've got Wave 1, Wave 3.
Yeah, that's unique.
So, yeah,
I know.
The Scare Glow has eluded me so far.
Here's the trailer that Blake did.
Hold on. I'll share it. My mouse
people are worshiping Scare Glow like he's a god.
Well, we'll do this trailer, and then I'm going to cut the live stream off. Yeah, he's got a lot of nice builds. I remember posting about that.
Yeah, he put some good effort in.
I sent him an instant message to see if I can get a hold of his 3D print file since he's already scaled everything down.
Right.
Yeah.
I thought there was a website that had them already scaled.
There's some of the builds he's done, some of the prints he's done were scaled down, but some of them weren't at the Mega Construct scale. And he built that tower, the skull heads, to be a placeholder for Snake Mountain.
Yeah,
if it ever comes out.
Skulls. Yeah.
That's cool. Nice. So what do you think he's using as the track there?
Wait, yeah, I was wondering what that is. I've never seen that building set before.
It's a toy line. I forgot what it's called.
It's not Connects or something, is it?
Yeah, it's an older version of Connects, or I don't want to say Roblox, but it sounds something like that. It's something blocks.
Okay.
It looks to me like one of those sets that like came from like the fancy toy stores that weren't mainstream.
Yeah, the ones I've come across, they've got some DC licensing, so that like there was a Batcave. I forget what but yeah, basically it's a whole bunch of those blocks, and then there's some special elements that let you complete the sets. So.
Well, I give him the prize for coming up with a use for the skulls.
Right.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
That was a good one. All right, well, gentlemen, it's been an hour, and I promised the wife I would watch a movie with her tonight.
We ran pretty long last time.
Yeah, well, I mean, if we keep them short, we can do them regularly, and we keep stuff to talk about. So,
yeah.
let me finish the live stream, and then I'll chat with y'all for a minute afterwards. And yeah,
right.
so goodbye, and anybody that watches, I hope you enjoy. And
Yep.
check it out.